Morning all, this is Colin once again, and today I'm going to be doing a sort of, I guess it's a preview more than a review of Mini Metro. For those of you who are unaware, Mini Metro is a sort of very minimalistic railway simulator where you basically manage the subway map, where you manage your railway system via the subway map. So I guess, just to get it out of the way, here are the options. Very kind of, simple, straightforward stuff. There's like 30 different languages, including English US and English UK, and I think that is the only difference between the two is the U in colorblind mode. There's day mode and night mode. I prefer to play on night mode just because it's not as bright. You got colorblind mode, which just changes the color of the lines to contrast against each other in the backgrounds more, which, it's fine. And there are some other stuff which, whatever, I don't care. It doesn't really change much of anything, so we're just going to play. There are 3 game modes. There are only 2 of them out at the moment, though. Rush Hour has yet to be released. Not entirely sure what it is. I'm guessing it's just a harder version of commuter mode. So you got commuter mode and scenic mode. I will go into commuter, which will lead into scenic, so it just makes things easier. So in commuter mode you are trying to move as many passengers as you can through your railway network before your stations get overcrowded and you lose the game when a station gets overcrowded. So here are all the maps in the game. So you got London, Paris, New York City, Hong Kong, Osaka, St. Petersburg, Montreal, Sao Paulo, or I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh god. Cairo and Auckland. So you've got places from all over the world. God damn this place. I don't know how to pronounce it, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if anyone is from Sao Paulo. God damn it, I'm a terrible person. Alright, so we'll just go to London. Nah, actually we'll go to New York. We'll do New York. It's been a while since I played New York. So this is the map. And the stations are represented by these hollow shapes. And the solid shapes next to them represent your passengers. And I've taken too long to do this, so the game's like, hey, maybe you should play the game. So very simple to create your stations. You literally just drag across from one station to another and then release to create a line like so. And as you saw me do with this red line, I just connected them from one end to the next, and that allowed me to create a sort of circle line so that I have a continuous flow of traffic. And if you want to sort of move any of these lines around to say incorporate this station, then you just do the same. You just click and drag and drop, and you can select and deselect stations the exact same way, which is really cool. And yeah, this is kind of the very basics of the way the game works. At the bottom here, where this little dot is, you have your resources. So these colored dots are your stations. Some of them are grayed out because I haven't unlocked them yet. In fact, I can just... damn it. Okay, we'll lock that there so that doesn't go away. Should have thought about that earlier. So you also have your locomotives, but you need a locomotive to actually have a train running on your tracks, and you have tunnels, which allow you to cross rivers, that are represented by these sort of dotted lines on the right hand side here. And then in the top right you've got your number of passengers that have been moved from place to place, and your sort of clock, which has your sort of time control options. So we'll probably use those more in a second. We'll just continue making this circle line do its thing. Let's have another station that goes, another line even that goes down that way. And let's have one that kind of crosses straight across the middle like that. Okay, so it's week 2. Every week in commuter mode you get a new locomotive and then a choice between 2 of 3 new things. So you get new lines, new bridges, or carriages which you can attach to your locomotives to give you more passenger space. So because this is going to be a bridge heavy map, I'll get some more bridges for now, and I can just continue to play around with this. One of the things I really like about this game, I love the look of it. I think it looks absolutely awesome. Just how simple and clean everything looks. You know, it's not trying to be this like amazing, it's not trying to be like Google Earth, and just have this amazing looking environment. No, it's just like clean, crisp. It looks like a subway map, But as the game progresses, and you'll probably notice it more now than when I first started this map, the map is slowly zooming out and revealing more of the map, allowing kind of more, allowing me to build stuff in more locations, which is just a really nice kind of simple way for them to grow the map and to do more with the space. So I'll zoom the game up to double speed because there's not a lot going on right now. In fact, I'll probably stick a second locomotive on my circle line because that's just a smart thing to do, and extend that. And this is the kind of basic structure of the game. This is kind of how this works. You set up your stations, you set up your lines. As you can see, this is a diamond, so you'll get one-off stations that will either appear on the map or they'll replace one of your existing stations, just to kind of add another kind of passenger type into the mix that you have to accommodate. So I'm in week 3, I've got carriages and bridges. I'll get some carriages. I could actually have done with some lines, but whatever. I'll throw carriages on this guy. So now this train can carry 12 people rather than 6, which is useful. And now they're trying to give me reasons to go over this river, which they weren't before. So maybe it'll be time for me to extend my circle line just straight across the river, because this is probably not very smart what I'm doing right now. It's just super inefficient having this like ridiculously long line that's just going all across the map. In fact, maybe I should just change that, and I'll just leave it for now. Hopefully the next week I'll get a new line, and that'll make things easier for having thing over here. So yeah, I mean, you can see the map sort of slowly peeling, into view, which is really cool. Let's have that go over there, and yeah, you can kind of see one of my issues with the game, and it's not really coming into play as much. I guess like here in this top section of the map, you can really notice it. Jesus, what is that? Stupid shape. So, okay, and I need another line. Alright, so let's drop that down like that. Let's get rid of this. Let's have that go over there. Sorry. Alright. Oh god, look at how terrible that is. Crying out loud. Alright, that's bad. So let's get rid of this, and we'll have that go over there. God damn it. What was I saying? What was I saying before I distracted the crap out of myself? Yeah, one of the issues I kind of have with this game, oh god, this is gonna get overloaded, is the way in which this game distributes some of the stations. So, I mean, you look at this top section here, and you've got, I've got 4 circle stations on this one line. I got 3 of them in a row on this line, and this is all too common in the game. Where you'll see. Usually, I notice it on the left-hand side of these maps, where it'll just be, you know, just a huge cluster of circle stations and absolutely nothing else. Or you know, you'll get like 10 circle stations clustered around, and then there'll be just like one square station that's all the way on the other side of the map. It's like, well, what the hell am I supposed to do with that? And that causes an issue, you know. Like, yes, it's probably just part of the way the map distributes stuff, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. The problem is when I can see my defeat coming from such a you know, such a long way away, because it puts me in this, you know, crappy situation where I'm looking at the map and going, well, I'm gonna lose here, so maybe I should just quit the game and start another map and, you know, play on a map that I maybe have a better chance of, you know, winning on. And that sucks. Like, it's just a really crappy way to have these, when you know, to be able to see your defeat coming is a really shitty thing for sort of strategy games, because it gives you a reason not to commit to your actions. And I am probably this will probably be my last week, because this is going to go terribly. In fact, I'm going to do something. You know what? I'll save it for scenic mode. I'll just if I fail here, then I fail. What am I doing? Yeah, I was going to like just clear the map and try to, you know, reorganize things, but I'll save that for scenic mode because it makes a little more sense. So there's no music in the game as of yet. I'm hoping that there is some music playing over this. Otherwise, this is probably really boring to just listen to me rabbit on. But yeah, there's no music in right now. It's pretty much the only thing other than statistics that is not in the game. But the music is being done by Disaster Piece, who is, most people probably know him as being the guy who did the Fez music, which, you know, if that is the case, and, you know, the guy who did the music for Fez is going to be the guy who does this, then I am super excited to see what sort of music he's going to produce for this game, because I can only assume that it will be really awesome. So I made it to week 6. I don't know how I managed that, and I need a line. So let's have a circle line that goes across like that. That now needs to come out this. I'm crying out loud. Come on, stop being a bitch. And yeah, we'll have that like that, and we'll pull that over here. Okay. This is still a terrible setup, by the way. Like, it's just, everything about this is just complete garbage. This whole... I would usually just clear the map, and you know what? Sod it. I'm gonna do a little bit of that. So let's do this. Okay, and we'll have this go right the way over like that. And... Christ. This is just so bad. Alright. We'll have that cut across like that, and we will have this pull back. Right. So let's have that go like this, and this. So I am so gonna lose this, by the way. Like, this is all gone. This is all gone to hell. My defeat is imminent. I'm certain of it. So let's get rid of this and have this cut through. Oh god, it's so bad. This is just terrible. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Let's have that go over here like that. Jeez. Alright, let's have that there. Okay. Okay, all my stations are covered again, just not very well. And I have absolutely nothing. I'm surprised I didn't just completely wipe certain sections of the board. So So this is somewhat more organized than it was, even though it still just looks like complete garbage. I could really do with another locomotive. No, actually, I've got 2 locomotives on that line. Okay. Jeez. Okay, things are going alright again, sort of. I'm surprised I've actually lasted this long. I would not have expected it. Yeah, you get another line. Okay, we'll have this line that just kind of covers this whole thing, and then pull this back because I don't need it. Oh, you son of a bitch! Look at that! Look at that! What am I meant to do with this? God damn it! Stupid game. Okay, yeah. So I'm pretty much done. Like this pink line, which I knew was gonna screw me, is finally gonna be. Look at this. This is terrible. I did really bad decision making on this center section. But hey, at least this orange line is doing great. I mean, look at that. It's so neat, tidy. Everyone's getting to work on time. The red line's falling apart. This pink line's just gone to hell. And I am actually really surprised that this has gone on for as long as it has. I don't know how this is still. Yo, here we go. Okay. Yep. Come on. No, don't. No, yep, still lost. Okay. And that's a game over screen. So basically, you know, as you, if you get more than 6 passengers waiting at a station at any one time, then this bar fills up around that station, and you know, if it fills up all the way, then it's game over. So it gives you a basic breakdown. You know, I transported 1,272 passengers over 53 days. Great. Restart, continue, menu, and statistics. Now, if you click on continue, it takes you into scenic mode, which is about efficiency rather than kind of just the sheer bulk number of passengers moved around. It's about how many passengers per day you're moving, and it works on the same kind of principle. You have your target for your efficiency milestone, and then every time you hit it, it gives you new bonuses. God, I think I'm gonna need bridges. And okay, I apparently hit 2 in one go. And yeah, there's no fail state in this. You just go until you're done. Well, you're done, and by done I mean you got bored and you turned the game off. God damn it. And yeah, like I like this mode. This mode's fine. You know, just having this sort of laid back mode for you to kind of play around with and kind of practice and see how efficiently you can do stuff. As you can see, my track's probably not very efficient. I mean, you look at the purple line I've got, which is, you know, like, you know what, like, it's hard to think of any other way I could have done this. But look at this, right? Circle line, circle line, circle line, square, circle line, circle line, circle line, circle line, freaking diamond, and then a square. You know, like, this is the sort of issues that you get all the time in the game, and it's usually on the outer edges of the map. But you get like 3 or 4 circle stations in a row, which means you just can't do anything with them. You know, it's you're either not dropping anybody off on them, or you have just a huge backlog of people to pick up from. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those annoying little things that you kind of have to deal with in the game. But generally, you know, I think this game's amazing. I think it's really great. I think people should buy this and play it, because it really is a great game. Like, you know, it's simple and it's easy to get into, and the controls are just, you know, it just feels so good to, you know, to use. Like, there's no clunk to this game, you know, like nothing feels clunky or unnecessary. You know, it's minimalistic in the best way. And yeah, I absolutely love this game, and you know, it's great. Like, you can get through a commuter game in you know, 10, maybe 20 minutes. Like, it doesn't have to take forever to do it. And I think in one of the options is an accelerated start, so you can have the game sort of, you know, work over time to really push, you know, to really get into a game very quickly. I'm interested to see what the rush hour mode is. I'm guessing it's just a harder version of commuter mode, which would actually be kind of disappointing if that was what it was, considering what it, you know, what it could potentially be, you know. Um, but yeah, I like I said, I think this game's fantastic. I think everybody should pick it up. And once again, for the love of Christ, I have forgotten to check how much this game actually is. So yeah, this is Mini Metro. I love it. I think it's great. I think more people should pick it up. You know, I can't wait to see what the music is going to be, because I'm sure it's going to be amazing. And yeah, thank you for listening to me ramble on like a moron about video games for, I don't know, 15 minutes of your time. And have a good one. Ta-ra.